Whole foods, the secret weapon for injured runners. Now, most runners don't need a strict diet. They don't need to count calories and macros. They just need to focus on eating real food consistently. And why is that? What happens if we don't eat whole foods or eat real foods? Well, when we rely on ultra processed foods for our energy, then we get ups and downs in our energy through the day. We have crashes at the time when we need to go out for a run. Our blood sugar spikes up and down and makes it harder to execute our training. This makes our runs feel harder than they should because we're heading out the door underfueled, and we perform worse than we otherwise would if we had a more sustainable and regular energy source. Most importantly for us is it makes it harder to adapt to our training, and this makes it much harder to recover from injury because our body is trying to build and heal and adapt to the training, but we are not giving it the nutrition that it requires to do that. And this isn't because we're undisciplined. This is because ultra-processed foods confuse our body. They confuse our hunger signals. They disrupt the natural rhythms. They spike our blood sugar and overall just make it harder for our body to understand what we're trying to do. However, when we eat whole foods without counting any calories or macros or anything like that, our bodies will naturally stabilize. They'll naturally find that rhythm. This will make our energy levels more regular. They'll smooth our energy levels out and mean that when we head out for runs, we have the fueling on board to perform well. And most importantly, this makes us better able to adapt to our training so that we can heal our injuries. So if we have an injured area and we're able to provide the nutrition required to adapt to the training, the body is in the best position possible to build the resilience and strength in that area in order to recover from it. So our performance nutrition habit for this week is to eat 3 whole food meals per day at roughly the same time each day. That's it. No calorie counting. No macros, no complicated recipes or supplements, no massive changes, just simple, real food and consistent timing. Now, what counts as a whole food? Now, please keep this simple. Do not overcomplicate this. Think meat, eggs, fish, potatoes, green beans, lentils, oats, fruits, beans. Keep it simple. If you can find it in a field, then it counts. If it looks like it was created in a laboratory, then it doesn't. And most importantly, remember why we're doing this. Eating mostly whole foods is going to help us stabilize our blood sugar, stabilize our energy levels, create predictable appetite cycles. It'll help us regulate our sleep, regulate our mood. It'll help us improve our recovery and increase our adaptive capacity, meaning that if we have an injury, our body is in the best position possible to provide the resources that area needs to become stronger and more resilient in response to the training that we're doing. And when we do this over time, this helps us improve our performance, but it also helps us build the kind of runner that can withstand all the thousands of miles of pounding without letting the structures and the tissues break down. And this 3 whole food meals per day habit is the foundational performance nutrition habit for everything else that we're going to be working on. So how are we going to do this? Step 1, let's keep it nice and simple. Don't make it more difficult than it needs to be. So we're going to pick 3 times each day where we're going to have our whole food meal. And we want to make those times as similar as possible to what we're currently doing. We also want to spread them out relatively evenly through the day so we don't get too hungry at any point. And then just get a piece of paper and write down the days of the week across the top. Now, step 2 is to write down our current meals. So think, what do you typically have? Most of us have similar meals each week. We don't have like a different meal for every day of the year. So write down what you usually eat. And then we're going to review it. So you're going to look at each meal and you're going to ask yourself, in this meal, do most of the calories come from whole foods? If most of the calories come from whole foods, then it can stay on your plan. If more than half of the calories look like they come from processed foods, then we're going to switch them out for some whole foods. And think improvement, not perfection. This is not about having no processed foods. It's about having more whole foods. So when you write down your list of meals, say you've got white rice in one of them, swap that for brown rice. Say you have a naan bread with your curry, which I often do, swap that for quinoa. So try and make the processed foods slightly more whole foods And don't worry too much about everything being a whole food. We just want the majority of the calories in these 3 meals to be coming from whole foods. Now, what we are not doing here is trying to overhaul our entire eating routine and create a brand new meal plan that we have to learn to stick to. We want to make the smallest change possible that allows us to have 3 whole food meals per day. Because if we make a smaller change, it'll be easier to stick to. And when we focus on improvement, not perfection, that allows us to establish habits and routines that we can stick to. And what matters is what we do in the long term, what we do most often in the long term, not what we do on any given day. And if you're listening to this and going through this and thinking, I already eat 3 whole food meals per day minimum, that's fine. Just keep doing that. You've established that performance nutrition habit, and then other habits are going to be more important for you in the future. Now, importantly, we need to track our progress. So click the link below this video and download the Performance Nutrition Habit Tracker. Each day, we're going to do one of 2 things. If we had 3 whole food meals that day, we give it a tick. If we did not have 3 whole food meals that day, we give it a cross. Keep it nice and simple. Don't allow yourself any gray zone. Either you did it, you had 3 whole food meals, or you did not do it. If you did it, give it a tick. If you did not do it, give it a cross. At the end of each day, write down what you did. Did you do 3? Give it a tick. Did you not? Give it a cross. Be honest and don't look for perfection. We're looking for improvement. Now, this habit of eating 3 whole food meals per day is the foundation of our performance nutrition protocol. It sets things up to be successful in all other aspects of our performance nutrition. So let's download that tracker, print it out, follow the steps I've outlined, and get to work.